Hey y'all, it's Lizzie. I just wanted to make this quick video because something just came to mind that in my process of becoming less and less of a hot mess or feeling less and less of a hot mess, let's be real, because we are not a hot mess. Like, we have feelings and we have challenges and we go through stuff, but that doesn't mean there's something wrong with us. And labels and judgment is the opposite of what we're working towards. So we're going to feel like a hot mess, or maybe you have felt like a hot mess, but you are not a hot mess. You are a beautiful, incredible, amazing part of the universe, child of the universe. And you deserve love and acceptance and support and acknowledgement. So along with that, what I just realized is that a part of my feeling less and less of a hot mess, I need to acknowledge my progress. Now that kind of rhymes, which makes my inner poet and writer happy. So to feel less of a hot mess, acknowledge your progress. It's very important to acknowledge any kind of progress. If anyone has experience in 12-step programs, there's a saying, a slogan called progress, not perfection. I used to have that posted everywhere, and it makes me really emotional sometimes to think about that, because having had an eating disorder and having been a perfectionist and an overachiever for most of my life, I really did not know what that meant to acknowledge progress, to be okay with that. It was always never good enough, never enough, always needing to be better and more and different and, whatever anyone else needed me to be or wanted me to be, coming from like a codependent, people-pleasing space of just really never being enough, right? And always trying to perfect and improve and not in a healthy way. And so now I take time to acknowledge my progress in life, in love, in money, in business. And if I do that, I get bowled over by how far I have come in the past 6 months, year, 10 years. Good Lord. People who knew me, when I was in college, which was a long time ago, wouldn't even have any idea who I am now, because I'm such a different person. Like, I was so shut down and wounded and broken, feeling broken at that time. And now I just, I'm like, la 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 la, I'm running around and living my life like it's golden kind of thing. And that's not how I used to be at all. And so I think sometimes I hesitate to acknowledge my progress because, for one, I'm afraid that if I acknowledge my progress, I'm not going to keep progressing, right? It's going to be like, oh, okay, I progressed and that's enough and I'm done and that's it. That's just not how I work. I'm very ambitious. I'm very much I want my life to be a certain way, and I am not happy or settled until it's going to be that way and until it is that way. But I do it now from a place of I love myself and I want myself to be confident and happy and to have an epic relationship and to have an epic community and have an epic place to live and have amazing, abundant finances where I can, easily travel and donate money and buy gifts for people and just kind of live a baller life, right? But the only way to get my mindset to a good place, to a positive, happy place where I can then manifest and magnetically attract to me positive, happy situations, is to be in a positive, happy mindset. And when I acknowledge my progress, it makes me happy, right? It's spending a minute thinking about the 5 things that you're proud of accomplishing today, whether it's getting out of bed, brushing your teeth, going to the gym, taking a shower, getting dressed, whatever, doing that. But it's really important to acknowledge your progress. And I got really affected by that thought today when I was at the gym, because I freaking love going to the gym most of the time. And I remember it must have been about maybe 8 years ago or so, I remember going to the gym because I've always been very healthy, and I had gone to India and Southeast Asia and came back, and something happened with like my thyroid, and my body kind of changed. And so I started carrying more fat on my body and than I was used to. And I've had a few friends have that same experience. So that's like a whole other thing. But anyway, I remember being at the gym and not being happy with the way that I looked. And I remember crying because I had looked in the mirror and I didn't like what I saw. And I didn't go to the gym for like years after that because I was like, whoa, this is not healthy for me to be looking at myself in the mirror, to be judging myself, to be feeling like crap. So I started doing more yoga, and I think more outdoor activities and things that were places, I would go places that didn't have mirrors. Like I wouldn't go to studios. I wouldn't go to places that were covered in mirrors because I knew that that was just, very, very hurtful and harmful. And I needed to get my mind straight in order to be in a place where there's a bunch of mirrors. So I still don't love mirrors. I still don't love dance classes where there's tons of mirrors. I just kind of avoid looking myself also because I don't know. I think it's more important about how you feel than what you look like. But anyway, today I realized, I was like, I love going to the gym and I'm able to go back to the gym now. Whereas 8 years ago, like I literally had to stop going for years because it made me cry. It made me so sad because I hated the way I looked. Now, I probably looked amazing, and that doesn't really matter. I mean, how many of us have friends that complain about what they look like and they're gorgeous and you're just like, oh my God, what's wrong with your head? It's just the way that, kind of people can be in the way that I've been, and maybe you've been that way too. It's okay. It's not like a horrible thing, but we want to, move past that. But point being, I acknowledge my progress today. And even though I still have so many challenges, and even though right now I'm dealing with kind of the heartbreak of kind of losing a potential romantic partner / one of my best friends, I didn't lose him. It's just we're at that, weird, awkward place where it's just not going to work, and I want it to work and they don't. And that's okay, but I have to deal with those feelings and the rejection and all that goes with it. I got to acknowledge a huge milestone for myself today, and I still feel like a badass. And I'm still moving to Bend tomorrow, and I'm still like super excited for taking this huge step into the next level of my life tomorrow and right now. And I'm still feeling sad about, my relationship shifting with one of my best friends. But I realize that it's happening for the good of me and him and whatever. But acknowledging my progress is what's keeping my mindset positive. So I'm not falling down into the grief and falling down into the insecurity and falling down into the hot mess place that I could have and probably would have been. And I was 6 months ago for the same exact reason. Like he and I have had history, and 6 months ago I was a total hot mess over it. And now I'm like, all right, dude, peace out. Like you're missing out, whatever. It's not meant to be. I'm going to Bend. I'm going with the rest of my life, and I'm going to meet somebody amazing. Because I talked to my astrologer yesterday and she said, I'm going to meet someone amazing. And soon, and I'm excited, and that's what we got to do to keep ourselves from getting stuck in feeling like a hot mess. So I have a lot going on right now, and keeping it positive, keeping it real, and acknowledging my progress is what's helping keep my mindset and keep my emotions and keep my game above the water. I'm not drowning in all of it. I'm allowing myself to feel what I'm feeling, and I'm doing what I need to do. I'm relaxing and taking it easy, and I'm, making plans in a structured way to move forward into the next phase of my life. So I just wanted to put this out there so you can acknowledge your progress. Now, I'm not going to say you have to sit down and make a list of all the things that you've done well and to acknowledge your progress. Sometimes the best ones, like today, it just kind of hit me, like, whoa, I can be at the gym without crying. Like, that's huge, huge for somebody who is anorexic with body dysmorphic disorder for a really long time. Huge. Whose parents, kind of like influenced me in that way, unfortunately. So you can also just ask the universe, to help you have this like kind of spontaneous internal realization of your progress, or you can sit down and make a list. Like I'm not gonna, this this whole thing, this whole group, this whole process isn't about forcing you to do stuff. It's about letting it come through authentically and really opening up to the possibility that you have progress, that you've made progress, and letting your own guide, your own inner guidance, your own intuition, your own access to the divine really come through in whatever way is best for you. So I'm just going to say that little prayer, that all of us are really guided to understand and acknowledge our progress, and that we are able to receive it in a way that really feels safe and loving and kind, and really helps take our vibration to a place of love and acceptance and compassion for ourselves, and love and acceptance and compassion for others. And may all beings know love, may all beings know peace, and may all beings be free of suffering. So with that, many, many blessings, big hugs, much love. And please, if you feel like you want to share this with people, go ahead, ask people to join the group. The more the merrier. And if you want to get in touch with me just to have a chat, send me a message. LizzieBLoveCoaching@gmail.com is my email. And I'm just so happy to have this group and to be on this group. And I just feel really grateful. So, and if you feel like commenting, please comment with your progress, or message me with your progress. I would love, love, love to hear that and to create that support space for everybody. So big love, big hugs.